Hi, I'm Ashley Appap.
And I'm Hayley Tanto.
Welcome to Call an Adult, a Pretty Little Liars recap podcast.
Each week we'll dive headfirst into the absolutely bonkers world of PLL as we recap the iconic series.
Where everyone is hot.
And no one calls an adult.
Let's go, bitches!
A.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Some of you may be able to see us.
Which is crazy because usually you can't see us, but right now you can see us.
And we say sneaky little sneak. Who are you, A, watching us?
Little cuck.
Little cuck, yeah.
Little cuck.
Yeah, we decided before we started recording with our guest, who we'll introduce in a second, that A is the ultimate cuckold.
Yeah. And that's all we're going to say on that. That's just canon. A is a cuck.
A loves to watch.
Ash, how the bloody hell are you?
Oh, Hayley, I am fantastic. I'm so excited that we're here in stupid old studios. How kind of them to let us be here doing this insanely professional feeling recording of our such silly podcast.
It's so gorgeous. It's fucked.
It's fucked.
Really, yeah.
Shouldn't be allowed.
I'm so sorry to the studio that we're about to curse with like all this bad PLL content.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to everyone who has to watch this who's not already like into this in any way, because they're going to have to just deal with us saying such strange things to them. So thank you, and we're sorry.
Enjoy.
And enjoy. Hayley, how are you?
I'm good. It's been a nice week and I'm so excited to film this episode.
Yes,
this is
me
not,
too.
It's not a one-off, but it's not going to be a regular occurrence. We're just kind of testing it.
Yes.
But it's very exciting.
It is. And can I also just say, before we get into it, since the last time we recorded, something incredible has happened in Hayley's life, everyone. Boyfriend of the pod, Dale, is no longer boyfriend of the pod.
It's true.
And why is that?
He proposed to me in Italy, so we are engaged and that is nice.
Important and incredible. Everyone, if you're listening, send Hayley a message saying congratulations.
Please do.
And Dale, let's scare Dale.
Let's scare Dale. Do it. Freak him out. But yeah, we love Dale. I've got some little Dale input.
Oh,
because I know you all love it, or some of you do. So Dale said some funny things. I wrote them down.
beautiful.
That's important.
Now, let's not waste any more time because we have one of our favourite people on the planet here.
So this person's important because we actually lived together. We were housemates. So we're all really, really good friends. But yeah, me and this person were housemates for like 3 years, 4, 3?
Yeah.
2, 3. I'm not sure. We did watch PLL together and we bonded over PLL, I would say. So please welcome the incredible, amazing performer, writer, creator, Taylor Griffiths
is here, everyone.
Hello. Taylor.
I'm so excited to be here.
We're so happy
good.
to have you. We're so happy to have you.
And this
How are you?
is such a beautiful place to be in.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah, I'm good.
beautiful.
It's such a nice day today, so I'm feeling great.
It's a beautiful day. We all went for a little walk. You guys both got Coke Zeros. I got a little coffee.
Ash did a poo.
I did a poo right before we started.
Which is great.
Which is
nice
great.
and clean.
Better than during.
Better than during.
It's better than during. We're on the clock.
And as you listeners know, that's not a normal thing for me. When it
No.
comes out, it's got to get out. And it got out.
The amount of times we honestly have to pause because I need a piss or Ash needs to poo is a lot.
It's a lot. But that's not
It's a
going to
lot.
happen today because we have so much to get through. And everyone, we have finally reached the episode.
The episode.
Megan, the episode.
Megan, the episode. The Halloween train episodes. This has been an interesting one because everyone we talk to about guesting on the podcast is like, I want to do the Halloween train. And we're like, oh my God. Taylor actually got in there first.
Literally, when Hayley was like, I'm doing a podcast with Ash about Pretty Little Liars, like before you had even started recording it, I
Years
was like,
ago now.
you better put me on the Halloween train episode, whatever it is. And literally maybe 3 years later. Is it 3 years?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, look,
so.
it's 2 or 3.
2 or 3.
I think it's 2.
The point is we're
I'm
here
very
now.
honoured. Yeah.
And we are honoured to
We're
have
honoured
you.
to have you. Taylor, can I ask just briefly, like, what is your connection to PLL? What's your connection to it?
Yeah.
Who are your favourite liars? Stuff like that.
Oh my
when were you
God.
watching it?
So I started watching it when it was on TV
important?
I guess what did it start in like 2009 or 10?
Yeah,
right?
something like that.
Yeah, so I was a teenager. Like I was a teenage girl. And
Wow.
I had 3 friends
Wait a second.
and we all watched it.
Just like the girls?
Yep. Nobody died, but they did all go to private school. I stayed at my shit public school. But it was just like, I don't know, it's a season that I rewatched over and over again. And I was like one of those girls that read like the Gossip Girl books and the Click
too.
books. Like,
Yes.
I just love teen drama so much.
It's so important.
It is.
so
It's
yeah.
fundamental.
Yeah, absolutely. And I'm a Spencer girl.
Hashtag me too.
So is Ash.
I just love Spencer.
I'm a Hannah girl and a The Mums girl. So we're very anti-Arya.
Yes.
I'm so sorry.
So sorry.
I'm also anti-Arya. Hate.
So's Arya.
Well, then this is a good episode
And
for
Emily,
us.
we're neutral.
Yeah. We go
Oh,
back and
yeah.
forth.
She's hot and there's queer representation.
She's like the only feminine, like femme queer person anyone's ever had like
That's
on
true.
TV. So I feel like,
We stand.
yeah.
We do stan.
Or of that era.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that is okay. Amazing to know your connection to PLL. And I think we watched some eps together, maybe like the pilot a few times.
Yeah.
I'm not
just
sure.
for fun. I don't know. Yeah.
Because it is fun.
Yeah. The pilot's amazing.
The pilot is.
I understand how they got so many episodes from that pilot.
Well, it's season 3 and we still do not know everything that happened on that night.
That night.
The titular night.
Ali has a big fucking night. Even this episode,
And a little frilly.
King Byron popping up in the canon of that night is
Oh
like
my God. As I was
crazy.
watching, I screamed, Byron!
Byron!
He's here. And now, obviously, the whole point of the show is that at any point, anyone can be A.
Yeah.
Anyone.
The idea that it's now Byron, silly. So silly. But
Silly
I
and important and iconic.
So if you don't know, Taylor, it is canon, or as we call it, Andrew Cunanan, that Byron, we think, should have been A for no reason. We think it was really funny if A.
Yeah.
He should be.
Because why not?
Yeah.
he's proactive.
He lies
He's
already.
sexual.
He's
he
pretty.
lies. He's pretty.
He's
With
little.
those fish lips.
And except for his big fat fish lips. And he's a goddamn liar.
He's a goddamn
We love him. We
fucking
love him
liar.
so much. Okay, I think
We got to crack into
we got to
I
get
reckon.
into it
Okay.
because there's so much to get through. Hayley, what did Australian streaming service Stan have to say about this episode?
Australian streaming service Stan. This is a good one. This is a fine one. Usually they're not great at writing like a one-line synopsis. This one is great. It's just the Rosewood Halloween ghost train becomes one killer party. That's okay.
And that's true.
It's true. It's good.
It's good.
No notes.
No notes.
No notes for Stan unless they want to sponsor us. They don't.
Please, Stan. We've said your name so many times.
Please,
Australian Stan.
Australian streaming service Stan.
Stan us for once, bitch. Sorry for calling you a bitch. Please give us money.
Oh, they can cop it. They're fine.
They're fine.
They're fine.
Now, it is time, of course, to go to the 12-year-olds who we assume are 12 years old, the people that write the episode descriptions on Wikipedia. So this episode is season 3, episode 13. Title is, This is a Dark Ride.
It's a good title.
And are they wrong? No.
No.
No. This episode was directed by Tim Hunter.
Who?
Whom? Just haven't heard of you before.
Okay, well, fucking good job to Tim Hunter.
Yeah.
Because this is an important
Wow.
app. Written by Joseph Doherty in the
Love.
fan. This episode came out on October 23, 2012. So, of course, we must say happy birthday to all the October 23rd babies, including Ryan Reynolds,
Hey.
Amelia Clark,
Ooh.
and Weird Al Yankovic.
Yay.
Love.
Wow, what a time to be alive for all of those stars. Now, before we get into the episode description, we always check what song was number 1 on that date. Okay, before we get going, and it's rare to have someone else guessing.
Yeah.
But as we know, in our last episode, Hayley was wrong for the first time.
Yeah.
Carly Rae Jepsen for months and months and months at this point.
She fell off her perch.
She fell right off. She was knocked off by none other than Flo Rida,
Yes.
I believe.
Yeah.
Now, Taylor, I'm going to let you have a first guess. What
Please.
song do you think was number 1 on October 23rd, 2012?
Yeah. Right before exams, year 11 exams
Yeah.
for me. So when I cast my mind back, I think of LMFAO, Sorry for Party Rocking.
And you shouldn't be sorry.
Sorry for party rocking. That is my guess.
I love this guess. Okay, Hayley.
It's a good guess. When did you say it was? 2012 October.
October 23rd.
23rd. What would I would have been doing? I don't know, uni year 2. Okay. I'm gonna say Kesha. I'm just gonna guess. I don't think this is right, but it's just for me at that time. I'm gonna guess Blow by Kesha.
Ooh.
Which I don't think ever made it to number 1.
It should have.
I know.
Yes.
It's like, I think that, Praying, and TikTok are her best songs.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
And that Pitbull one.
hey, everything.
It's going down.
Yes.
I'm yelling timber.
Yes.
I do always sing, you better move, you better dance,
You do.
when I have to go somewhere. When
I believe it.
I'm gonna shock the world, not just both of you.
If it's Carly Rae Jepsen being back, I'm going to put Aria in a box and push her off a train
Successfully this time.
successfully.
It's not Carly Rae Jepsen.
Okay.
It's not either of your guesses. It is One More Night by Maroon 5, which I don't even know what the fuck that is.
One More Night.
What an anticlimax.
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
All I know is like Payphone from that era.
Yeah. I'm in a mood.
Yeah. I don't know the One More Night one.
Is that the one that's like, no, I have it in my head. I can't sing it.
The point is, it's neither of the songs that,
That was
Adam
number
Lambert sings in
one?
this episode.
No.
It should be.
Yeah.
I know. What is this song? Like,
What is
I'm
this song?
truly flummoxed.
Can't believe Adam Lambert's singles that he did in this episode weren't number 1
That
at
were
the
number
time.
one. And also,
The wrong Adam won.
The only Adam Lambert.
wow, that's deep.
Huge.
And
The
that's why we get
only
Taylor.
Adam Lambert song I know is What Do You Want From Me?
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
of course. Important song.
That I know of. I might know them and just not know the name.
He's been touring with Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the Queen front.
Which is sick.
I really I think he was on like Abby Chatfield's he was on like a podcast recently in Australia and it made me love him.
Aye.
Shout out, King of the App.
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
he gay? We'll never find out. Okay, finally we're going to hear from the 12-year-olds. Are you ready? Okay. In this special Halloween episode, the Liars are unable to enjoy the festivities for a Rosewood train excursion when it becomes apparent that A is on the train and out for blood. Adam Lambert performs live. That's the whole sentence. Someone disguised as the Queen of Hearts spikes Aria's drink while she sits and rests in between Adam's sets. Garrett corners Spencer and reveals to her that he made Jenna think that he killed Allison, but it was a ruse. Okay, the 12-year-olds are not eating today. Garrett also mentions he overheard Allison and Byron having a conversation in her backyard, and Allison was blackmailing Byron. Hannah dances with a masked figure she believes to be Caleb, but eventually realizes it isn't him. This person is later revealed to be Mona, who has evidently snuck out of Radley. Ooh,
Can I just say thank God it's Mona?
thank God.
Because that was creepy. Continue.
hated
Yeah.
that.
Spencer tells Garrett to stay put while she goes to retrieve Aria for Garrett to tell her this information, which is about Byron, which, once again, 12-year-olds, come on, keep consistent. Unfortunately, Aria is nowhere to be found. Paige, Emily, Hannah, Caleb, Spencer, and Toby search the train for Aria. It is revealed to the home viewers. The 12-year-olds have never referenced the home viewers before.
No.
What?
The home viewers.
home viewers.
Not the audience.
Don't talk about me
In my home.
in my home.
Please do talk about me when I'm gone. Wasn't that like an episode
That
title?
was an episode. That was an episode title. And it's so silly. It is revealed to the home viewers that Aria is bound and gagged with duct tape, is trapped in a box with the now dead corpse of Garrett Reynolds.
That was
the
fucked.
scariest thing that's ever happened in this show. I'm going to say that.
Absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah.
As the search progresses, Spencer is attacked by someone wearing a Queen of Hearts costume. The Queen of Hearts almost chokes Spencer to death, to all of them. But Paige thwarts off this mystery attacker. Spencer thanks her. We hear voices as the box Arya is trapped in is pushed towards the edge of the train. Arya stabs someone with a screwdriver she finds in the box. Convenient. She is soon after rescued by her friends. Thank the Lord. When the train stops, Noel and Toby fight and Toby pushes Noel against a prop casket. The casket is knocked over and a body covered in ice spills out. The final scene shows a flashback the night Alison died, showing the construction of her backyard, the place Alison was buried alive. Moments later, a hand comes out of the ground wearing a purple string bracelet attempting to get out. Thank you for bearing with me through that one.
Oh,
everyone.
and now that we
was a
have
long
visuals,
one.
it's very like the hand.
Yeah.
The hand. Oh, yeah.
It's like moving.
The hand is not
hand's
reaching.
like
It's like,
Lady Gaga, Little Monsters.
Yeah.
it is like I've got a cramp in my wrist from all this dirt.
And she goes to work, yeah.
Okay. This episode is bananas.
It is certifiably bananas. It was bonkers. And that's why it's one of the best. I think that is why it's like
absolutely.
canonically one of the most important episodes.
And we were talking about this before we started recording today, that this is a good one to have 3 people on because there's not a lot of like calling back to things that happened. There's a lot of new random shit.
Yeah.
And you know what? No better place to start than Mona singing Teddy Bear's Picnic
Yeah.
to herself quietly.
Doing
while
crafts.
painting like a horrifying paper mache mask.
Yeah, and like performing essentially a monologue
Yes.
about Halloween. Janelle Parrish is so good.
Yeah.
She is so good.
Mona's so important.
She's
such an
acting-
important character.
Yeah.
She's such a good actor. She's so consistently like whatever she's supposed to be doing, she's doing it so well.
She eats it up. She's
does.
dropping red paint everywhere. Oof.
Yeah, on her lovely little Ugg boots.
The way that it's
Moccasins?
Yeah, little
framed,
moccasins.
like it looks like it's a very creepy angle that she's being like filmed at. I love
Yeah.
it.
This mental health facility needs to be audited.
Never
Well,
heard
vibes.
Radley referred to as a mental health facility.
No,
or
it's-
whatever it is. It is
But
not.
that's what it should be.
That's what it, I think, yes, was intended to be. I think it's a torture institution that Ashley Marin gets a hold of eventually.
Oh, yeah.
We can't get to that now.
We have so much to
We
cover.
can't jump ahead. Okay. Also, so Mona, by the way, this is not a monologue, even though in my head it is just a monologue, which is actually talking to an A.
Yeah,
I would say. She's talking to an A. Who knows how many there are?
Yeah, that's true.
And A has got pills in their hand.
Yeah.
A's got pills.
Big old peels.
Which we
Mona-
don't like. We don't like
Oh, and
A
bullets.
having
and bullets. Mona
and
is
bullets.
giving A bullets and pills.
Yeah.
bullets and,
and
pills, baby.
A quote that I have written down.
Follow up from pills and potions.
Yes.
You know how it goes? Pills and potions. Bullets and pills.
Bullets and pills.
I don't quite remember the full context of this, but I've written in quotes, tricks and treats. Treats that turned into tricks.
Oh, yes.
What?
That was bonkers.
It's turning the tricks.
Tricks that turn it. Oh, wait.
Maybe she was drunk.
Yeah.
I love Halloween. Treats, trick and treats. Treats that
Treats
turn
that turn
into
into
tricks.
Tricks that. Bum.
But she still ate.
And she ate.
But you know what? She didn't eat those pills because she gave them to A. And then
Spooky intro.
spooky intro.
Quickly, before the intro, there's just one little bit where
Walking.
where the Goyles are walking down the street.
Oh,
And
they are all like, they look like they're in costumes of their
yes,
own characters.
they are. They're in
Okay.
like witchy cosplay.
Yeah, because like
Their outfits are
Spencer
awful.
But
looks
also
like Amelia Earhart.
she does. And very important, hat watch.
Hat watch.
Because not only is Arya wearing a crazy hat, it's a train conductor hat. So they are alluding to the fact that we are going to train.
And she's wearing like spider web or something. Like
Put her in jail.
Or like stripy stockings. She's getting into it.
Put her
in jail.
Dale said they all look like a Taylor Swift era.
Oh my
And then I
God.
tried to, I was like, explain. I understand what you mean if there's a lot, we're looking at a lot of stuff. So I get that. Or like the end of like, look what you made me do when she's like seeing all the, but I was like, please explain. He's like, I guess that one's like Evermore, and that I was like, that one's like Reputation. And I was like, I don't think this holds water.
I think Dale should start it.
They all look like Reputation. But I was like,
And
I
then
appreciate
Emily's
you.
like, and I'm wearing Target.
Yeah, genuinely.
We've talked so many times about the atrocities of only letting Shay Mitchell wear activewear, which is arguably the hottest person to walk the earth.
Her as Barbarella.
Oh, that was.
We'll get that.
We'll get there.
Anyway, so the girls are walking down wearing some Uggo outfits. I'm sorry to them. I'm sorry to them. I love them.
Hey, it's not their fault. Sorry, it's the costume designer's fault.
Yeah, 100.
Oh, and then they
we
get
love.
pranked.
Then they get
Yeah.
pranked. Yeah.
So they walk past a front yard and someone has like a spooky Halloween set up, and one of them is a coffin for Alison De Laurentiis.
yes, it says R.I.P. Alison De Laurentiis.
So
on the
that's
front.
like fucked in itself.
Yeah.
And then they say the name of this child. I don't know who it is.
Well, that's the thing. Why wouldn't they just make it Noel or someone who already messes with them? Why introduce this other misc person?
maybe to like build the world of like
It was-
how big a deal her death was.
Yeah.
And now that it's been
True.
a couple years.
and maybe
I
Noel
don't
would
know.
feel like loaded.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, true. Because then
Yeah.
this person who I can't be bothered looking up, I did look it up, but I
Griffin?
can't be fucked. Maybe. Jumps out in like a wig and like a, I don't know, like a mask.
Yeah.
It's genuinely like really fucked.
And then when they're like about to cut away, he's like, goodbye.
That felt, yeah, I was like, is
That was my favorite bit.
Is
that
he
bit.
A?
Hey,
Yeah.
maybe. Honestly, the way that the show does end and who we find out the final A is, it may as well be him.
I would
Yeah,
have
could
preferred it if it was him.
Could be anyone at this point.
Coffin guy. Then
Coffin guy.
we go from Coffin guy to spooky intro, which we love. We hear,
Yeah. Whoever's working in the graphic team was called up that day and was like, we have a job for you.
and they were like, blood, black, everything, blood, black,
Yes.
spooky,
Black
screams.
nail polish on the corpse.
And for every spooky Halloween-esque episode, there is some version of this, which we love.
It's so good. It's so like special.
Yeah.
And I was like, how good was that, Dale? He was like, oh yeah, it was good. And I was like, oh, you don't understand.
Dale, step up your game.
Get on board.
Come
the
on.
spooky train.
I don't know why I'm throwing him under the bus.
Take Dale down.
Take him
You know
down.
what? We're going to compete with him against his Taylor Swift podcast.
Genuinely, let's do it.
Oh my God.
So after the intro, we open up in Diet House, which is the Hastings house.
Yes.
It's Diet House because, I mean, also the Marin kind of, the Marins have a Diet
There's
House.
two Diet
too.
House, but we can 9/11 never forget when Spencer threw out a full
Whole
muffin
fucking muffin.
Oh, yes.
just in the bin.
And you're like, how
It's
dare
wrapping.
you?
It's like you could have just put that in the fridge, doll.
yeah.
Please.
Doesn't even need to go in the fridge. Just
Glad wrap,
Yeah,
chuck it in the cupboard.
absolutely.
So many
Anyway, they threw it out.
alternatives.
She's like, I'm not hungry. I was like, oh my God, you might be hungry later. You don't have to
Oh
be
my
hungry.
God.
You don't have to be hungry to eat.
Italian.
You're
Italian.
hungry later.
Oh my God.
Put in a
Boiling
jumper.
up. The Italian vibes are like, how
Jumping
dare
out.
you?
So we're in Diet House, the Hastings house, and Garrett's there just being a creep.
Yeah.
That's all I have.
He's there.
Oh, I've got a note on this section.
Please.
She says some. This is a true paraphrase, but I was struck by it. You're making it hard to be a modern post-feminist.
Yes.
That's right.
When you're such an alpha male to
Yeah,
Toby.
she says that to Toe Burke. Also, thank God he's back. Toe Burke has been gone.
Thank
for
God
many
Toe
episodes.
Burke is back.
We're very happy to
Yes.
have him back. Yeah, so Garrett's at Spencer's house. He's saying he's leaving town soon now that he's released from he's not in jail anymore for Alison's murder. And he's like, I'll tell you what happened that night, but we have to be alone. And then Toe Burke arrives, and then he's like, you're not going to be alone with him. She's like, he was just going to fucking tell me actually, and now you've leave me alone. And he's like, I'll never leave you alone again. And that's when she says that
Yeah.
insane bit of dialogue.
A modern post-feminist.
Because then my next note is all caps, Toe Burke looks sinister.
Yeah, they hug, and then because only a couple episodes we saw him meeting with Mona at Radley in a black hood.
Episode before it, yeah.
Sussy McSusserton over here. But you know what isn't Sussy McSusserton? Caleb makeout.
Oh,
Absolutely, in a cupboard.
in a
As
storage
dentist.
closet. Yeah, because I watched this twice. And on the second time, the first time I didn't hear this, the second time I just realized Hannah says, this is my third cleaning in 2 months or something. And I was like, sorry, do you book a dentist appointment
Okay.
every time you want to
It would be
hook up
cheaper.
with Caleb?
It's because remember
What is your healthcare plan? Like, that's
I know what it is.
private health.
If we go all the way back to season 1, when she crashes Sean's car, Sean's
She works at the
mum is the dentist.
Yeah.
Right? So she has keys. So she's going into the storage room. So that's the only secret place that she can go. 'Cause she doesn't want A to follow her.
I see.
Surely there's something else
A motel.
that would have been easier for them to do.
yeah,
A motel.
a motel.
Yeah.
Well, the motels in this town do historically have secret layers in them.
There are only
true.
5 shops in this town, and they're all
They're all
compromised.
like bugged. Yeah.
They're all
We
very
got the brew.
compromised.
We got
Yep.
the grill. We got
grill.
Lucky Leon's.
Yeah.
We've got the creepy motel.
The Lost Woods Resort.
Yep. We've got Radley,
We've got Radley, the most
That
famous
counts as a shop.
eatery.
School.
the school.
The school. And and
Oh, cinema.
Philadelphia. And Philadelphia as a whole.
and the whole of Philly.
City of Philly.
All of Philly.
Ezra can't come to the ghost train. We find out. Arya's like, oh, and he's like, I got a job. I'm ghost writing. Interesting, there's also ghost.
Ooh, spooky.
And then he's like, I can't come, blah, blah, blah. And then when he like hugs her, he looks sus as hell.
Because he's sus.
Because he's sus.
Also because he's dating a student.
Because he's a fucking pedophile.
These guys have no chemistry. I'll say it every episode. I'm so glad he can't be on the train.
Yeah. I don't understand.
Why would he be on the
appeal
train?
of this man? He's so average. in so many ways.
I do understand the appeal.
He's a hot man.
I would fuck Ezra
I suppose he just know
because
he
I'm
would
of
know-
consensual age.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
Oh, I think Ian Harding's very
I'm
attractive.
hard for Ian Harding.
I'm hard for Ian Harding, but I'm not hard for Ezra.
No. Ezra flop fits.
Who are the people
flops.
you have? Who are your like PLL hotties?
I would definitely say Caleb.
Mm.
And I actually really like Alison's brother.
Oh my god,
Oh,
we love.
Jason.
I think Caleb and Jason, guy wise, are like our.
Him as James Dean in this app.
He was.
Yes.
I thought he was Marty McFly, and then
Oh, same. Yeah. And then
but
I was like,
it is James Dean.
yeah.
If it was Marty McFly, it would be a puffer vest.
True. Yep.
The color scheme is correct.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anyway, you have good taste.
Thank
You do.
You have good taste.
And you know who else has good taste? Hannah Marin, because she has dolled herself up to the nines,
yeah.
looking like Marilyn Monroe.
It
for
might
this
be the
goddamn
best
ghost train.
Ashley Benson has ever looked in
I
PLL.
agree.
She
1000%.
just looked incredible.
And then
Fuck.
Arya comes in and flops all over the
She
goddamn.
looks this as like what she wears on a daily basis.
I know.
She's flop.
Yeah.
And I literally wrote Arya is an anonymous flapper girl, and then the next line she's like The Great Gatsby, and I
She's
was
Daisy
like,
God.
Buchanan. Can I actually?
I was mad about this because she just like gaslights Hannah all the time, making her feel dumb.
Yeah.
Like Hannah literally is like, oh, who are you? And she's like, yeah, Miss Flapper. But then she's like, I'm obviously Daisy from Great Gatsby. And then Hannah's like, oh, the movie, which there's a fucking movie about
There's a
it.
movie, and it would
And
have
she's
been
like,
out.
the book. Like that. It's like, give her a freaking break.
That annoyed me. No, I'm so glad you said it because I don't want to seem like crazy.
literally have a note
anti-Arya.
here that says, stop being such a cunt.
Thank God.
Thank God for you,
Thank God.
and thank God for every other character but Arya. Because if this show was just Arya, I wouldn't watch.
Yeah.
No, but also like the movie, I do think was either coming out or was out, and it was such a big deal. There have been so many Real Housewives like 20s parties.
yes.
there was so
Young
many
and
like
beautiful.
exactly like there's been so many. Kim like Kardashian played that at her wedding, I think, with Kanye. I think she played like Young and Beautiful.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, it's my favorite song. I'm like, okay,
I love that impression.
thank you. But yeah, Arya sucks. I just said, okay, bookworm.
She's just so obsessed with books and her boyfriend that likes books.
But give Ashley a break.
Give her a break.
Give her a break.
Give her a break. Give her a break.
I mean, Hannah.
break.
No,
her
Ashley
off.
Benson.
It is weird because we have Ashley Benson, Ashley Marin, and Ashley Appap.
They're all here.
Hey, oh, yeah.
A lot of
All the
important
girls,
ashes.
you know? It's hard to differentiate sometimes.
Spencer and Toby walk in looking the best they've ever looked.
Yeah,
Oh.
through the smoke. Oh, and they've got a
God.
quote, and I looked up the quote.
Oh,
She says this quote to him, where it's like, "If you need me, just whistle. You know how to whistle, don't you?" And I looked it up because I was like, where the fuck is this from? These are 16-year-olds.
Yeah,
And it's an Audrey Hepburn quote.
of course.
And then the line after that is so sexually charged that they just obviously cut it because they were like, that's too far for us to go.
What was it?
The line that should come after that, you just put your lips together and blow, Flow Rider style.
It says that in the Audrey Hepburn movie.
Yeah.
Flow Rider style.
Flow Rider style.
But it's like so incredibly sexually charged and like role play for a 16-year-old couple. Like,
That's very funny.
what?
They
Also-
are 40, I will say. Like they are 40 canonically.
This is 40. They are
Crazy.
40.
They're 40.
Judd Apatow's they are 40.
They are 40. I just looked at the time. I think we need to keep going.
Absolutely. Sorry.
They come in. Yeah. Also, just before this, Noel and Jenna have a very performative kiss.
And she's a pirate.
She's a pirate, and for a second, I thought she was a pirate and he was a bird, but he's like just also some kind of pirate with like a feathered.
Yeah.
To break canon.
But I wish
or
he was a bird.
Not canon. To break like the timeline, because I don't remember when this happens, but when Toby like puts his hand over her other
I
eye.
liked you better like this.
Yeah, I was like, Toby. Toberk.
The ableism against Jenna.
That's fucked.
in this.
That's
Look, it's no.
she was blinded. Leave her alone.
And he's like, I wish you were blind again.
That's fucked.
It is fucked. It's not. It's nowhere near as bad as, even though she's our queen, Hannah Marin slapping Jenna and saying that this is Hannah, by the way. But
Why are
so
we treating
funny, it's so bad.
Australia's Tam and Sursok like this?
Yeah.
I know it's not just ableist.
Who was like
it's
35
anti-Australia.
in this series.
You know what? I am. You are. We are Australia, and we will not let Tammin be treated like
We
this.
won't.
Also, then Noel like pretends to start choking.
Oh, yeah.
He
That
like
was
throws
stupid.
popcorn or something, or like a nut in his mouth, and he like fake chokes, and then immediately Spoberky rescue team come along and are like trying to help him, and then a fake little devil thing pops out of his chest, and it's like, get a grip, Noel.
And then Spencer's like, actually before that, I think he's like, do you like how good's my spread or something? And then she's like, you should get into catering. And I was like, Noel Khan's crazy bread. He can
It all
cater.
comes back.
He can cater.
It all comes back to crazy.
Oh
Bread.
my God. Crazy.
He's crazy.
He's
Bread.
crazy, bro.
He's crazy for crazy, babe.
He's crazy.
Oh
My next two notes are Emily so hot, Jason James Dean
Yes.
Yes.
Emily has her tits pushed to the sky.
to the heavens.
To the high heavens.
And God,
praise.
God
thank
bless.
you, thank you, Shay Mitchell. Thank you, costume department.
Then
Yes.
we cut to like the B plot of this episode.
Oh my God. It's actually
And
wild.
I think we'll just talk about the B plot now and get it done and then go back to
Yeah.
it.
good
'cause
idea.
It really doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Because everything's in this episode. So the B plot is Ashley Marin in a sexy nurse outfit,
She's
which
like,
is
come on, kids.
it's huge.
She's way too hot for A, a costume at home, and B, only dealing with trick-or-treating
Yeah.
underage children.
with a priest.
with a
in the room.
priest. So yes, Ted.
Oh, Ted. We
Ted
got
is
past
there.
Ted.
He is a doctor. They're charming. These kids in Rosewood get a fucking spread for their
do.
trick or treating. That is not how it was in Melbourne.
Certainly not.
You just like would rock up to a doorstep and they might give you a mini Mars bar. I think my parents gave people like almonds because we had nothing for a while. If we
Yeah.
weren't prepared, they'd get like dried apricots.
Yeah, my parents would give like expired Easter eggs.
Great. That's good. Get rid.
Poisoning the children of the town.
Lovely.
Please. Anyway, so they're like serving the children and then a little ghost girl in a bad wig.
Who, of course, looks kind of like Allison.
Yeah.
Well, she's actually the little girl from
The twins.
the first secret story.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which, look, would I know that had I not looked that up? No. Why would you? Why should I?
They
Anyway,
clearly just needed to fill time.
they really did. And then, yeah, Ashley's just like, Ted, do you
Spooked.
see this girl? Yeah, it's just weird. And,
And she's like, I need to call my mother.
her voice
But
is
why
not
would she
there.
go hang out at Ashley's house? Like, why would she not go haunt, like, Jason or, like, you know what I mean?
Because they were like,
know.
we got to pick a character that's not on the train.
Yeah.
They were like, all right, I'm going to put some characters in a hat and then we'll just sort of...
They were like, who can we have this happen with who is definitely in no way linked to anything happening on the train? They're like,
Yeah.
we're talking about Byron. Can't be Byron.
It can't be Byron.
Ella's sucking and fucking with Zach.
Yeah.
You know, at the brew.
Yeah.
Everyone's,
And Ashley Marin is the lead parent.
Yeah.
she's
She
the best
is
parent.
the lead parent.
Yes.
Yeah. I love this is absolutely a side note, but I love her like ebbs and flows. Her like arcs are crazy. Her sleeping with like detectives. And
I love it.
She will do anything for her
Yeah.
child.
She will.
For safety.
She's
you know?
bad.
She'll suck, she'll fuck,
And she
she'll
has-
blow the house down.
The most important thing, like we said, we're not going to go back to talking about this weird little B plot. But the most important thing is we do see her pour herself a glass of wine.
Thank God. Thank
And no one needs it more than her.
no one. Maybe apart from segue, Adam Lambert.
That's right.
Now we're on the train. We're on the train. I don't know how they
Back to
hired a
train.
train for a public school. A lot of people have been in our DMs trying to explain to us the American public school system and how
I don't understand.
and everyone is very wonderful. But I like that other people are confused too.
Yeah.
But yeah, Adam Lambert is here.
As a ruffled vampire singing a song about being cuckoo.
Yes.
It keeps
Dale
going,
pointed out that he has like a coke nail, which, and I will say like the theme of the episode is coke nails because there is a lot of like long nails with pills and like powder.
powder being dunked into things. That's very true.
Um,
Then we cut back to Mona Mask in bed at Radley. So Mona Escape,
Mona
Yes.
Escape. She's good.
which is our favorite kind of Mona when she escape,
Yeah.
obviously.
She's great.
And then a masked figure keeps like grabbing Hannah and like putting the hand like around her waist, and she's like, "Stop it!" And then for some reason we see Jason and Lucas share a look, which we don't really. That is not unpacked in this episode. No idea what the fuck.
I
that's
think
about.
sometimes they like throwing in looks and being like, this might be a plot.
This
Maybe-
could serve us later.
This might be the finale of the whole series.
Marlene King's like, wait a second. In each episode, let's put two characters that would have nothing to do with each other looking at each other.
Genuinely, and it works every time.
Yeah.
Does it?
Yep. Can I talk about the Adam Lambert aria scene?
Oh,
Yes.
Wait,
When she-
before we do, can I just say one of the real lyrics from the songs that he sings in his next song is "No trespassers, yeah, my ass." I had the subtitles on.
Yeah, my ass.
No trespassers, yeah, my ass.
Hell yeah.
So he's not letting anyone in that booty without permission.
No. You shouldn't.
Consent is king.
Yeah.
You know, warrant if you want to get in this booth.
Yeah.
Then we are
This
Aria's sitting, she's sitting, and Adam Lambert comes up to her and is just talking to her. Like, it's
and he's being so natural.
he's being so natch. And then
"How
he's
you
like,
doing?
yeah.
I'm actually really approachable and lovely. And she writes her own name in the most A way you could possibly write a name.
She's a.
he's trying to get her to say what he's saying. What's your name?
like-
What's your name? And the train is going like. So he's like, I can't hear you. I can't hear you. She writes Aria on the condensation on the window. And he's like, Aria, what a beautiful name. They could have used that for him to talk about something musical because it's a musical name. He's a musician. Missed
She's
opportunity.
not like great show. She doesn't give him a compliment.
No.
It's
And then
just
he's
a
like,
bizarre
you going to
scene.
come see the rest of my set? You going to be at the front? And he like kind of threatens her, but in a nice way. He's like, you promise?
I'm like, why do you need Aria there?
Going to watch the rest of my set, bitch?
You need Aria there because her name has an A in it. So that A
True.
can come and wipe the rest of the name out. If you had Hannah, then they would have to wipe two sides. It'd be
True.
too much.
Too many hands
Emily
wiping.
would be a mess because there's no A's.
There's no way. Oh, you can't do Emily. You can't do Spencer either.
Yeah.
So then the Queen of Hearts comes when Adam leaves, the Queen of Hearts does this like sweeping little like
One more time. Everyone to the cameras.
it kind of looked like we were like
Watch me.
oh yeah that
Yeah.
Of this era, I think.
Absolutely.
yeah.
Sarah, yeah.
So while she's
Queen of Hearts does a whip.
whipping and nay-naying, she puts drugs in Aria's drink. In my head, I think there'd be white powder all over the table,
Yeah.
or like the whatever it is.
I would say this is one of the cooler, sneaky things in this show because they've
Yeah.
got like a ring on that like opens up and stuff, and then they like kind of like
But also,
tap it into the drink.
Aria has her drink on the tippy tip of the table and is like, please spike my little drink.
On a moving train.
Yeah.
On a moving
But she
train.
has it like on the tip of this table, like not in front of her, just like
Yeah.
pushed to the side, being like, I wish someone
Please drug me.
Please.
I'm too sober.
Yeah.
Also, one thing that we did miss is that it is revealed that the person touching Hannah a lot is Caleb.
Yes.
And they have a cute little huggy.
And to that, I just want to say, Caleb, use your words.
Use your words,
Use
sir.
your words.
We know
If
that you are a
she's
good
creeped
communicator.
out, use your words.
Absolutely.
Use
Oh,
your
yeah.
words.
And he's like, so I don't need to protect you type. Yeah.
Yeah.
My next note says Emily and Paige kiss and someone watches,
Someone's watching.
apart from all of us, of course, watching the home viewers.
home viewers.
if
The
you will.
home viewers.
This one's for the home viewers.
Okay. I want to talk about, let's just go to major plot points.
Yeah.
Eventually, Aria wakes up in a box. She wakes up in a box, bound and gagged, to quote the 12-year-old.
Beat indeed.
Beat and deed.
Deed.
Bound and
Dagged.
gagged. This is horrifying.
It is
Awful.
horrifying.
But then she kind of like keeps rocking it so it falls.
But also there's a very
Crazy.
weird, I think they were trying to work out how to film it because it's very awkwardly filmed. Like she's supposed to be lying down on her back, but you can see her earrings are like kind of
Flopping
hanging
forward.
Yep.
So she's obviously kind of bent forward. It was such an awkward scene to shoot.
I also had trouble with like how it was. I think they broke the line in filmmakers' terms.
Yes.
They did break the line. It was a bit confusing, but anyway, she eventually, it flops down. Sorry, it flops down. And then at some point she realizes
She's not alone in the box.
she's not alone in the
But
box.
before we say who's in the box, right before this, something very important happens.
Oh, true.
Spencer hears someone singing the Little Bears song. Terrifying.
And
obviously.
Spencer's like, I'm going to investigate that.
And then she doesn't. Which was like, come on, fucking.
There's a lot happening.
There's
in
a
the
lot
episode.
happening.
There's a lot happening on the train.
Then someone in a creepy mask grabs her. It's Garrett. Then we cut to them outside, and this is an exact quote. He said to her, I liked you. You were the one I really liked, but I wasn't strong enough. I thought I had everything under control, but I didn't. I didn't even know what the game was truly about. God, I was a police officer, and I ended up in a cell. What? Anyway, so then he's like, I'm going to tell you everything that happened that night. And he reveals flashback. We see that basically he didn't kill Allison, obviously, but Jenna thinks that he did because he like whacked a tree where Allison was. And then Jenna was like, is she dead? And he's like, I took care of it. Let's go.
Yeah. And then Allison's like
Under at the bottom of the tree, going,
Mr.
shaking her little
President.
titties. And then it turns out he came back later and he saw that Byronosaurus Sex himself, our King Fish Lips Montgomery, is having an intense chat with Allison where he's blackmailing her. So that's all. This is all the stuff.
crazy.
It's crazy. And then Spencer's like, you got to tell Arya this yourself. Stay here. Go back to what Hayley was just saying in the box.
Cut to, we're in the box. Who's in there? Garrett.
And what is he?
Dead.
and he's floppy as fuck.
How did she not know?
sloppier than
It
Ezra.
took her like 5 minutes to know that there was a corpse.
Yeah.
Maybe she couldn't see.
She was, and she's
You would
drugged.
feel it. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah,
She was
she's
drugged.
coming to.
Yeah.
She is coming too. She might have been like, it's a blanket. It's comfortable. I don't know. But I was like, there's a whole ass man.
And then the girls being, I think, Hannah and Spencer, because Emily's off sucking and fucking with Paige, Arya in box.
Emily does nothing in this episode,
And you know what? She deserves a break.
which is great. I'm happy for her.
does.
She looks good.
Paige steps
Even-
up though.
She
yeah,
does.
Paige like saves Spencer. And I was
She
like,
does.
great.
But Spencer
And
and,
then she's
Hannah
like,
get a text
"M'lady."
my lady.
from A with somehow the interface of the text has spooky cobwebs and stuff around it,
Yes.
and spiders are beautiful. And it says, guess who's not making it to the end of the line, A. And the girl's like, we got to find Arya. We don't know where she is. Terrifying. And then Hannah tries to talk to Caleb and get him to tell her stuff. And then she takes off the mask and it's someone wearing one of those the Allison
Oh,
I hate that. Lofty.
ceramic masks. And
Yeah.
she sees Caleb eating chips in the corner and she's like, who the hell is this?
that's
It's a
feral.
no from me.
It's a no.
It's a nah from Wabra.
yeah.
Okay. And then I've written little girl done gone disappear.
She did.
She does. Goodbye.
The folded blanket.
Spencer finds a creepy mask on the ground that we now know I think was Mona.
Yes.
And goes to get Garrett and the Queen of Hearts is back and starts choking her out almost to death.
yeah.
Fully throwing her around the room. Paige, savior.
Some
Queen,
proper acting.
icon.
Sort of her fainting down the wall.
Yeah, it's really
so good.
She's doing full damsel.
Yeah.
And she's doing a great job. And then Paige saves her, and there's a giant red acrylic nail that's like stuck, and they're like,
Coke
"Whoa,
nail."
Coke nail.
Yes.
And later
nail.
Hannah's like, big nail for a big girl. They're like, okay, obviously they're putting together. Maybe it wasn't a girl.
Maybe it wasn't a
something
girl.
here. Then someone starts lifting the crate that Arya and dead Garrett are in.
There's 2 people.
There's 2 people.
There's 2 people and there's an open carriage.
Yeah.
And we
It is
hear
open.
a male voice says, ... lied to me. I can't do this. Female voice says, push, damn it. Male voice says, no. Female voice says, come back here, push. And then Arya has, from the screwdriver that, why would that be in there? That's convenient, made a shiv and waits till she can see the body over the top of the crate and stabby.
Yeah.
Go girl.
Yeah. This
Stabby
scene is
go-go.
crazy because Arya, the coffin or like the box is essentially 2/3 out of a moving train.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really tense. And even though I know that Arya is going to survive, like she has to survive. It's really tense, but also she should be dead.
Yeah.
Her acting,
It's
Lucy
crazy.
Hale is acting the house down boots.
She is acting the house down boots.
She's doing a good job, even though we hate Arya.
Okay.
Oh,
What-
yeah. It's not her fault, though.
It's not her fault.
Okay.
Then, finally, police come. Train has been
An
stopped.
adult.
An adult.
Call an
unfortunately.
adult.
Call an adult, but
Call an adult.
You know which adult we shouldn't call, but does appear? It's Ezra. Flop. Fitz.
Go ghostwrite. Go ghostwrite your
Yeah.
damn book or whatever you're doing.
Does he ever mention what he's ghostwriting?
No, he's probably...
I will say that in season 4 we find out what he's really writing.
Yeah. ...
No spoilers.
Yes.
But he basically says he was going to meet Arya at the end of the train. He heard that someone was hurt or something, so he drove along the tracks and they're hugging. She's like, thank God you're here. And he looks sus. And then Noel's being a cunt as always. And
This is the
Tofurky.
most convenient fight ever.
And it's so forced and shit. Like it's
Yeah.
not, it looks so fake.
Yeah.
And they push each other and they knock over a trough that has a bunch of drinks in it. And what's at the bottom of the ice? Body bag. We see the funeral home, Nemina and Jason freaking out. It's Allison's missing dead bod.
I had to look that up. That was not like
Crazy.
clear to me that it was Ali. Was that clear to you guys?
It
Or is
was
because
to
of
me just
Jason's
from looking
reaction?
at-
Assumed, I think,
Yeah.
because, yeah. But it could have been a wrong assumption as well. I was
Yeah.
like, well, there she is.
And then the very final thing is Mona is back in bed, all smiley, and the Allison mask is under her bed. So she was the one that was like pretending to be Caleb. And then we cut back to the backyard of the De Laurentiis house. The incredible crane shot where we see the limp
Incredible.
wrist shooting out of the ground into the heavens.
It's an incredible episode. It's huge.
Important.
It's so important, and it's also kind of not important in the canon, technically, for some of it.
It could be, yeah.
So much happens in this episode that will inform things that happen going forward.
Yes.
But also kind of nothing happens. Even though so much does.
So much.
So many sexual assaults
A
in
lot.
one episode.
And that's PLL.
That's pretty normal though, Taylor.
That's
Yeah.
pretty
Is it not?
normal. All right, I got some triv.
Oh my God, Triv.
Okay, we got some trivia. The first 10 minutes of the episode were leaked before the episode aired.
What?
Saucy. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, like, because sometimes they do that. So I
yeah.
don't know.
Generate buzz.
The little girl from Alison's story is, the little girl in this episode is from the first Secret.
Little girl.
Blah, blah, blah. We know that. The final scene, oh yeah, we know that's Ali. Anyway, that's not trivia. Anyway, okay, here's some goofs. I like goofs, okay? As Arya is getting out of the crate, the dead Garrett is seen moving and breathing several times and is in a completely different position when the girls notice him. And I did see that. He's like
The
hugging
dead
her.
Garrett.
The dead Garrett. He's like hugging her at the
Yeah.
end.
Yeah, he's fully like on her like, hey baby, what's
Yeah.
wrong?
And look, Dale pointed that out and I was like, look, I'm going to suspend my disbelief and think maybe he was knocked about.
yeah.
But no, I think it was a bad continuity error. And then this one I also noticed when Mona's painting the lips on the paper mache head, she just does like a streak of red. And then when when they show it, it's like a perfect pair of lips.
Yeah.
She's an artiste.
I was like, that's hectic. And that's trivia and some goofs.
Oh,
It's time to get to our segments, rolls. Okay.
Let's go.
Who is the hottest adult of the episode? I think we can all agree.
It's Ashley Marin.
It's Ashley Marin.
Costume.
In her little nurse. Yeah.
We try not to say her all the time, but like this is one where it is her.
It is, unfortunately, for the other adults, it's her.
Yeah.
What is our
and
yikes?
maybe Adam Lambert.
That's true.
think Adam, throw him in there.
His little
gorgeous.
fangies.
Yeah.
He's great.
He's got great skin.
Yeah.
He's got great skin. What was our yikes of the episode?
So many.
Yeah.
For me, it's Arya in the coffin and also that kid in the box. I keep calling it a coffin.
Yeah.
It's Arya in the box on the train, but also that kid that was in like the fake alley coffin.
Yeah, clear yikes, dead body next to you, wake up,
Yes.
coffin times.
Yeah.
And also the choking, I found.
The
a bit
choking,
yikes.
was a lot.
yes.
It was hectic.
And on like a lower level, Toberky covering Jenna's eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucked.
Yeah.
Who gets a buttercream from us, Daddy Hastings? So this is who has done a good job and deserves a little
A
treat
little treat.
from sexy Daddy
Oh.
Hastings.
I think Paige,
Yes.
Yes.
because she's like a gentleman this whole episode.
She is
Yeah.
a gentleman. And I also think that I hope Adam Lambert has buttercreams in his rider.
Yep.
Mm.
Yep. He's doing so many good songs.
yeah,
He's singing.
He's singing
and
and
he's
talking
making small talk with Arya.
for what?
yeah. Also, a little shout out to it must have been Garrett at the time. But when he's like singing, he's like in the back and his little spooky face on, just like vibing to the music.
I'll find that. I have to like
It's really
put
cute.
that up.
It's just something
That's
cute about
very
it. His like
funny.
scary little face, just like
Garrett, he knew he was about to die and
Yeah.
he just wanted to have a vibe.
Yeah, he was like
one last time.
Okay, who needs to wait for Crazy Bread? I'm not explaining this. Oh, but if you are confused by these segments, please head over to our Instagram call.an.adult. And one of the first pinned post is an explainer of our segments.
Yeah.
Who needs to wait for Noel Khan's Crazy Bread?
Noel Khan does with his little chest popping out choking joke.
Yeah.
yeah.
Bitch, stop.
I think this whole episode needs
Needs
to
to
wait
wait.
for Crazy Bread.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many different things, so many different people. Just stop.
Stop.
Reassess.
The A-team of cooked in this episode.
Yeah,
Nearly pushing Arya out of a moving train is
small-
crazy.
Okay.
Potentially dead girl.
Also, I'm not going to take too much time on this, but what is this event for? Is this a school event? Why is Jason? The amount of people that are there, is this just a Rosewood? What is this?
It does say the Rosewood, I'm just checking the stand thing. It's the Rosewood Halloween Ghost Train, but it's all kids.
Why is Jason there?
Yeah, I did wonder that
You know?
as well. Like,
So
why
then
is
it
he
must,
dressed
okay,
up?
so it must be a community event.
Must be. Okay.
Okay.
It's giving that festival. It's giving the Harvest Festival.
Oh, the Harvest Festival.
Jesus. Next seggy.
What gave us a hardcover? So what made us hard as rocks? For me, it was all of the cast's Halloween cozies.
Yeah, same.
Spencer in
Emily.
that outfit. Emily
Spencer
in
and
that
Emily and
outfit.
Hannah in particular.
And Hayley kissing dentist.
Oof. What gave us a soft cover? So this is what made us flaccid. For me, it was Garrett in the coffin. In the box. Fucking hell.
Absolutely. He was quite literally flaccid.
He was flaccid on Aria.
I hated that. Him like flopping
Flopped on
over.
her.
Fuck that.
He was quite
Fuck
literally
that.
That
flaccid.
made me real soft.
Also the hand. I hate that stuff.
I love it.
I do
being
love
buried
it.
alive is just not my vibe.
Being buried alive is
know.
bad, but the hand is camp.
Just so you know, that's my dietary requirements.
Okay.
Bury me alive.
Can't eat dirt.
Exactly.
Who gets a wine from Byron?
I want to give one to Byron just because we miss him.
Because
We
he's
love him.
messy.
He's our messy king. He's breaking up families. He's breaking up so many things. Hearts, our heart. He's chipping away at our hearts, filling with love. I would also like to give. Ashley Marin does have one, but I would like to give her another one because get lit, girl.
Double park her.
I also do think that Arya does deserve a wine.
Yeah,
She
it's
does
not
deserve
spiked.
therapy as well. And a shower. Whatever she needs. She
And
can have it.
Spencer.
Spencer can have a wine.
Yeah, give Spencer a wine.
I think everyone actually deserves a
Emily
wine.
in a way.
Yeah.
Because Emily's kind of chilling into being hot, I think, in this episode.
have a
thank
wine
God.
if you're hot.
yeah.
You know, cool down.
Congratulations.
And I have a new addition. I have a new addition to our seggies.
Hot off the presses.
Hot off la press. Katrina, one of our listeners, DM'd us and had a really good idea for
Hi,
a new
Katrina.
segment. And it is very simple and effective. It is what is the line of the episode? And so I thought my favorite line was, and we didn't really mention it because we had so much to cover, but Paige says to Jenna, she says, have you seen Aria? And Jenna says, no, but she has a thing for authority figures, so she's probably out with the engineer.
Important.
Boom. Jenna, go off. Cunt. That is so good.
My favorite is drunk Mona at the start saying chicks and cheats that turn into chicks. What? What does it mean?
Mine is probably how can I be post-feminist if you're such an alpha male?
Jesus.
It's a
Perfect
mess.
line.
Perfect line.
It's fucked.
And that is all we have time for today.
We are so grateful to have you, Taylor. Thank you so much. We love you so much. Come back any goddamn time.
I would freaking love that. This has been so much fun.
It was so fun to talk to you about this. This episode, I wish we could have spent 8 hours on it personally.
We did have to, sorry to everyone if you felt like we powered through a little bit quickly, but unfortunately time is money and money is time, and money is problems, and problems are things that we don't want.
We're on the clock.
And we're on the clock.
We're on the clock. But it was truly so fun. I think we might I would love to try to get like a writer or a director on and really go into this episode or some of these types of episodes. So I think, I reckon we will come back to this one.
Amazing.
Yeah. It's a very special one.
It's very
And
special.
there's just so much in there.
There's so much.
So much to unpack.
Thank you all so much for listening. Thank you, Taylor, for being here. Thank you, Ash.
Thank you, Hayley.
Thank you to Stupid Old
Thank you,
Studios.
Taylor. Thank you, Stupid Old. Thank you, everyone listening. We love you all so much.
We love you.
And of course, we have to encourage you.
Please. I don't know what time it is where you are.
Don't know where you are, don't know what you're doing, but
Everyone find a camera and look into the camera.
all you need to do is
Close your damn blinds.
All right? It's not that
Close your blinds. Close them. A is watching.
hard. Always. Once again, A is the ultimate cuck. And we don't want A to watch you typing out your emails,
Getting dressed.
Nah.
getting dressed, brushing your teeth, whatever it is that you do in your
They're
time.
watching.
They're watching.
They're watching.
Just close them.
Close them.
Because all you need to do is close them. And then you can do whatever you want. You can wank.
Have a wank.
Absolutely.
Have a wank. Just don't let A see. for
They don't
once.
deserve
Please
that.
go have a wank. That's where we're going to leave you.
Hey, have a wank on us.
Yeah. Bye.
I love you all.
I love you all.
Tabuki.
Tabuki. Yay.
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Call an Adult. We appreciate you more than Alison appreciates immortality, my darlings. Please give the show some love by giving us a 5-star rating and review on your podcast platform of choice.
You can stay up to date on episodes by following our Instagram at call.an.adult, as well as our respective Instagrams at Ashley Crapapp and at Hayley Tanto. Have a lovely day, and don't forget, shut your damn blinds! See ya! Call an Adult is recorded on the stolen lands of the Boonwurrung and Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of the land. Sovereignty was never ceded.